The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. On that day, as evening drew on, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us cross to the other side." Leaving the crowd, they took Jesus with them in the boat, just as he was, and other boats were with him. A violent squall came up, and waves were breaking over the boat, so that it was already filling up. Jesus was in the stern, asleep on a cushion. They woke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" He woke up, rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, "Quiet, be still." The wind ceased, and there was great calm. Then he asked them, "Why are you terrified? Do you not yet have faith?" They were filled with great awe and said to one another, "Who then is this, whom even the wind and the sea obey?" The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
The story of Jesus calming the wind and the waves is an amazing story. The Sea of Galilee was known for storms popping up quickly. Now, many of his disciples were experienced fishermen. They spent a lot of time on that lake. They likely had been through many storms, but still they were afraid. When they woke Jesus up, they didn't say, "Calm the storm." I think they just wanted him to share in their fear, to be afraid with them. But he spoke to the wind and the waves, and there was calm. Now, the disciples must have recalled this story when they struggled in their ministry. It must have felt like the wind and the waves were always against them. But then they could recall that Jesus calmed the wind and the waves that day on the Sea of Galilee. He had a message of love and mercy, forgiveness and service. And that message could calm the storms that were brewing inside of them. There are people in our lives who can calm the fears we experience. They know just what to do or say. They can turn on the light or be the light when we're afraid of the dark. They are the comforting voice when we're alone. They are the words of encouragement when we're down. We face a lot of storms in life, because let's face it, life is crazy. We can get wrapped up in competing with others in order to get ahead. We can slide into jealousy of what others have. We can sink into cycles of violence, trying to get even with those who hurt us. Jesus gives us a different way of going about life that can calm these storms within. He tells us not to worry about competing in order to get ahead. Life isn't about getting ahead of others. It's about being faithful to God. He tells us, don't be concerned about what others have. Life isn't about getting the most. It's about using the gifts and the talents we have. And he tells us, just turn away from violence. An eye for an eye will leave everyone blind. Just focus on mercy and forgiveness. There's never really a sense of being even, is there? Mercy and forgiveness can end the cycle of violence. The disciples were filled with great awe when Jesus calmed the wind and the waves. their question was, who then is this whom even the wind and the sea obey? The only answer to that question is God. So if Jesus is God, that means he knows God's way. He knows the way that truly works in the big picture that only God can see. And by following his way, we will find some calm in those storms within us, because we will know we are where we're supposed to be.